On this week's Aha Monday, we're going to talk about how you create a new deal in your life. Let's go. Hi, my name is Ojinga Carr, and I'm the CEO of Epiphany Consulting LLC, as well as the founder of I Dream, I Achieve Academy, as well as a master strategist. And I want to welcome you to another Aha Monday. It is November the 6th. I hope that you are enjoying and rolling through this last quarter of the year. We've got some amazing things we got going on. As you know, unless you're joining me for the first time, I'm a certified high performance coach. So I work with businesses and individuals on how they could be able to create more. And so I want to take a look back today in order to be able to take a look forward. In 1932, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, came into office as the president of the United States. And he created something he called the New Deal. So if you don't know your history, you know that we had gone through a horrible stock market crash and we were into the Great Depression. And so I feel like many times that we are in the Great Depression right now in our lives as far as things we're doing. There's so much negativity, so many terrible things that you can focus on that are out there in the world. And it becomes really all encompassing. I try not to spend a lot of time on the 24-hour news channels. No, I do fail at that sometimes, where I kind of get sucked into the things. We can get sucked into our own little silos and our social media places. And we start to feel like that this is all there is out there. And so first thing I want to share with you is the fact that this is not all that's here, that there's so much goodness in the world. There's so many different things that we can create. And I'm so glad to be a part of getting the opportunity to be one of those beacons of light in the world. So I hope you enjoy our Aha Mondays. They're places where you can get away from those issues and those things. So FDR, when he came into office, came in what he liked to call the New Deal. And so he came out with 3 R's for you to be able to figure out how do we get things done. And those 3 R's were relief, recovery, and reform. Relief, recovery, and reform. So I want to share with you because remember, I'm all about no fluff, just facts. So I want to make sure that I share with you how it is that we can use those 3 R's in today and to kind of get out the Great Depression of not getting the things done that we need to get done in our business and in our life. So first, let's talk about relief. First of all, take relief in the fact that if you're actually listening to my voice, that you have another opportunity, you have another chance in order to be able to get things done. Too many times in our life, we make permanent decisions based on temporary circumstances. So the circumstances aren't always going to be what they are in your life. And so that can be good or bad. We're always going to have opportunities and have issues that we deal with. And so it's about the place that we bring into it, the energy that we bring into that situation. That is what allows for us to be successful or not be successful within what it is that we're doing in our business and in our life. So take relief in the fact that it is not always going to be this way. But then there is recovery. So once we realize that it's not always going to be this way and that we can work through and make it through whatever's going on in our business or in our life, then we should be in a recovery mode. So when we're in that recovery mode, it's like on your computer. When it goes to that blue screen, you have to open up in safe mode and we start to recover some of the things that are there. And we say we're going to go back to a restore point. So we go back to that point before we made that mistake, before what it was, and we started to recover and be able to recover in what it is that we're putting together. And now we're in recovery mode. But the biggest part of the New Deal in your life is the reform. So that means that we can't go back out once we've recovered from where we are and start doing the exact same things that we did that put us into that same position. We have to institute some reforms in our life and say, how is it that we can move forward? One of the biggest things that helped me in my life overall was getting some coaching, being able to talk to someone who already had gotten to a place that I wanted to get to in my business, who already talking to other people who already had children, and they could tell me some things about what to do as it related towards my child. To talk to people when I was in leadership positions, I didn't even recognize I was actually getting coaching, but talk to people who had already been in that position before, and they tell me some of the pitfalls and some of the things that were there. So that way I could reform the things that I could do. I could not make the same mistakes that other people had made, and I could be able to move forward in my business or in my life. So understand that in order to truly move forward in your life, we have to reform and have some reformation on our thoughts and what it is that we're doing. And be able to figure out how do we reform that and how do we get those things done. So when you're talking about creating that wonderful coaching relationship, I want to share with you something that we have been so excited about that we've been creating here. You should know that as a certified high performance coach, I work intensively with some of the biggest and the brightest people in business across this country. I work with people and we put things together in order to be able to get things and they get that work-life balance right and be able to figure out how do we get things done in the job, at the work, to be able to get it knocked out. But we've created something now that we call High Performance Tracks. So with this new High Performance Tracks program, what we're doing now is we're taking down and really drilling down to those things that make us a better leader. Those things that make us better in relationships. Those things that make us a better parent. Those things that make us to be better in sales, or better in our small businesses, or better in being able to make the transition from athletics to the life afterwards. Or how do we take things to the next level and that next level to be able to do it? We want to create small groups of people where you could, now we've always talked about you being the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So now it's about how do we create better peer groups of people who are working together to get stuff done. And that's what we've done with the High Performance Tracks program. It is an amazing program. It's a place where you can get content that is directly about the things it is that you want to be able to get done. Because understand, for instance, in my list right now, I have people who are small businesses, I have people who are HR professionals, I have people who are interested in the leadership side. Here's the thing. What we want to do is to make it where it applies to you. So what I want you to do is hit up the website that's right here, www.teamcrushingit.com. That's our brand, it's Team Crushing. We're crushing the things the obstacles that are in front of us. We're crushing those goals faster than we ever thought we'd get those things done. I want you to actually hit that site, and you can find out more information about each one of the programs there on that site. But if you really are ready to make a difference in your life, if you're really to take that step forward and raise your hand and say, I'm ready to knock things out in my life, then I want you to apply to join this program, the High Performance Tracks program. You can apply to join, you fill out an application, and we'll sit down with you and have a strategy session and talk with you about how it is that you fit into this program, into this organization, and to be able to get these things done and to be able to be amongst the highest performers in the world and the things that you get done to get knocked out. All right. So hit up teamcrushingit.com. Hopefully you pull some things out of the new deal. We're going to talk about how to be able to create that new deal in your life. Have an amazing, amazing week. My name is Ojinga Carr, and I dream, I achieve. So much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.